Welcome back to Arch Accounting, the accounting system fully integrated with Arch Retail POS. This session is going to deal with the chart of accounts, trial balance and general ledger accounts, which are grouped under the control accounts main menu item. Control accounts are date driven with an opening and closing date. All income statement balances will be for the selected period and all balance sheet items will be up to the selected closing dates. You can view to select all accounts, income statement or balance sheet separately. There's also a selection to view or hide accounts with zero balances. Hide and view. Below is the accounts in a trial balance format with all the income statements items at the top and the balance sheet items at the bottom. Arch Accounting has 3 levels of accounts. The best way to explain is to drill down into an account. Let's use sales. So I'm going to click on sales, which will take you to level 1. And in this instance, it is sales by department. If I click on the department bakery, it will take you to level 2, which in this instance is sales by sub-departments, i.e. no VAT and VAT. If I click again to go to level 3, or the transaction detail, I will be able to view all the detail of the sales in bakery no VAT for each day of the month. There's certain information available on each of these transactions. If I hover on that icon, it will indicate the process or person who captured the transaction. In this instance, it was an automated sales import. You can add an additional description. Let's call it test and update, and the additional description will be recorded in your accounting records. If you click on this icon, the system will open a new tab and take you to the transaction listing, which is a full audit trail of all transactions for the day, indicating how it was captured and by whom. You will note that it opened in a new tab in my browser, so when I close this tab, I will revert back to the original transaction screen. You can go back to the main screen, or we can take a shortcut and click on control accounts to go back to the trial balance view. Let's have a quick look at an expense item, and I'm going to click on accounting fees. You will note that both the VAT inclusive and the VAT amount is indicated in the ledger account. This is an easy way to see if VAT was claimed on an expense. If there was no VAT amount for ABC accountants claimed, you will immediately know that VAT must still be claimed. While we are in an account on transaction level, I'm going to show you a nifty function of Arch accounts called Go to Cross Transaction, or GOCS for short. When I click on the arrow to the far left of the new tab, opens with the account view of the other leg of the accounting entry, in this instance cash book. And if I close the tab, I will go back to the accounting fee account. You will note it is very easy to navigate transactions in Arch Accounting, and you won't have to go and search for transactions in the accounting records. Another function I'm going to explain briefly is the move function. Let's assume that the payment to ABC accountants was incorrectly allocated to accounting fees, but should have been allocated to audit fees. By clicking on that tick box and selecting the Move Transaction option, Arch Accounting will bring up a account selection box where you can select the account to where you want to move this entry. So I'm going to select audit fees and click move. Okay. You will note that the transaction disappeared. Arch Accounting passed a journal with a full audit trail reallocating the amount from accounting fees to audit fees. This saves a lot of time and effort passing journals. Now, if I'm viewing on history, which will show the reconcile, you will note the original entry and then the entry where it was journalized to audit fees. There are a lot of other functions pertaining to control accounts which I am not going to deal with in this demo. We will show them all to you during training. This concludes the session on control accounts. Please continue to watch the CashUp demo video.